This is a functional subgrouping practice community call of 20 minutes. And I've just crossed the time boundary. And I will start with centering, becoming aware of my thoughts and feelings, and bringing my attention to what's happening in the space here. Then moving into the section News and Distractions. News is that I have not sent any email to the people in this group yet, asking if we want to expand the group, open up to more members. And I'm moving into functional subgrouping. The floor is open. The thoughts that are coming up for me are around whether I want to ask the other members of the group if we can invite other members, other people to join or not. I'm not sure if I even want to ask them. or whether I want to make that decision for myself without checking with the other members each time I decide something like that. Anyone else? Nelly, what's alive for you is that you don't know if you want to ask other members of this practice community group whether they want to open the membership to further people or not. So I'm choosing the subgroup which doesn't want to. But I'm at a fork in the road. One side is explore why I wouldn't ask people to if they are open to have more members, and one fork in the road is I explore why I would want other people to members of the group to be to have a right in the decision-making process, contribute to the decision-making process around adding more members. And I'll start with why I don't want to ask them. So I don't want to ask other people because I have a negative prediction that they won't answer me in a timely manner, or maybe not at all. Anyone else? Nelly, you have a negative prediction that people wouldn't react if you ask them. So I'm choosing to try to undo my negative prediction. So something that's alive now in this moment, which gives me a hint why I would have such a negative prediction, is that nobody's on this call and hasn't been for the last couple of days. And also you didn't receive any information from people. Well, nobody said they want to leave the group. That's some information. Like Russ, you send him each day an email about the group meeting time. And if he would be really annoyed about it, he might have said so. But anyway, this is the part of what creates this prediction that nobody would answer if I asked a question to the group. And then I remembered that asking the group about their time zones, people did answer actually. So I also have other data which say the contrary of this first data. So yeah. And so anyway, I make a prediction and it might be correct. It might have a high probability to be correct. But it doesn't make it the reality and truth because it's in the future. I actually don't know what's gonna happen. So do I want to be with my conviction, rest in my comfortable conviction that nobody would answer? Or would I want to enter the discomfort of not knowing, the anxiety of being at the edge of the unknown, and accept that I don't actually know if people will answer me or not? Do I dare to speak what I want to know, to test my reality and receive no answer? Have a possibility to receive no answer? Be with the uncertainty of the possibility of receiving an answer or not receiving an answer. Anyone else? Nelly, you work to undo your negative prediction. You don't actually know what's going to happen in the future. And you have two paths: a comfortable path of going with your prediction and believing firmly in what's going to happen, or taking the uncomfortable path of not knowing whether you will receive answers or not. And I choose to, and you choose to go with the uncomfortable path of not knowing what's going to happen. rather than being convinced that something will happen that you don't like, you don't want, you want something else to happen. And that's time for surprises and learnings. I'm satisfied with becoming aware of the two subgroups within me. One that wants to inform the others, and one that and let them be part of the decision, and one that wants to decide for yourself. I'm dissatisfied with not covering more of these subgroups, exploring more of the thoughts and feelings around these two paths. I have a learning that there are indications for both sides in the past. So the data on which my negative prediction was based is not complete, not the only way I can interpret the data that I know of. I have a learning that if I have a negative prediction, if I have a prediction that something would happen that I don't want to happen, I can choose to not believe in this negative prediction and instead live with the uncertainty, which at least has a chance of leading to the results I want to have. I have a learning that when I have a certain image about others not wanting to contribute to me, to what I'm wanting to do, if I want to do something, and then I have a mind read of others that they wouldn't want um, to help me go in that direction, I'm less motivated and I have less energy to actually ask them about going in that direction. I have a satisfaction that I took another step towards understanding what this group is, what I want it to be, and what others want it to be, possibly. That's a time boundary. And I'll be back tomorrow with Malush.